I'm a firm believer that Avatar: The Last Airbender was one of the best animated shows ever created. Ever. That's why with Korra, it was a little shaky until season 3, which redeemed the whole series for me. Today I'm going to be playing Legend of Korra by Platinum Games. Yes, the same people who made Metal Gear Rising and Bayonetta, and I have something to confess. I have never played a Platinum game. Never. Yes, I know, I get it. I gotta play Bayonetta. Eventually, I'll get to it. Let's just hope that Legend of Korra will hold me over until then.
Earth, fire, air, water.
Right! Go play!
Only the Avatar can master all 4 elements and bring balance to the world.
The Legend of Korra takes place 3 weeks between seasons 2 and 3. One night after a game of pro bending, Korra tries to help an old man in a dark alley. Okay, that sounds a little creepy. But it's a trap! Korra gets knocked out and wakes up to find out all her bending was taken away. Oh yes, you heard me right. You know what type of game this is going to be. Korra escapes the chi blockers and heads for Air Temple Island, where she runs into Jinora.
I'm sorry, if you haven't watched the show, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
Jinora tells Korra to drink, or sit in, or in video game terms, smash the pots that has spirit water to heal Korra's bending. At this point, I was like, yes, I'm gonna get my bending back. Man, I thought it was gonna be one of those games where they strip all your powers away and they give it back to you over time. Because there's no way they would do that to an Avatar game. I mean, the best part of being the Avatar is being able to control all the elements instead of, you know, only one like every other normal human.
I got my water bending back.
Wait, I only get water bending? It's joking.
So let's talk combat. Korra can switch between 4 different elements, you know, when she's able to. Each have their own fighting styles, damage output, ranges, and speeds. For example, earthbending is powerful but slow, and mostly for enemies in close range. Waterbending, on the other hand, does very well at long ranges, is a tad quicker, but does less damage. You have a light and heavy attack to perform combos with, and you also have a counter attack to counter enemies' melee and projectile attacks. You can't play this game without learning the art of countering. I learned that very, very early on. You can also purchase more combos, items, and equipment at the shop anytime using spirit energy, and slot them into your character. There are also some costumes too, but it seems they had a lack of imagination. I mean, come on, look at that! They changed the color of her shirt! That's it! There's also sections where you're gonna need to ride Korra's polar bear dog, Naga, like one of those endless runner apps on your phone. This was actually well done and pretty fun to play. Every time you unlocked another element, it changed the runner dramatically to allow hidden paths and more sweet loot. When I first started playing, I was excited. My friends constantly told me to play Bayonetta, telling me it's the best thing since sliced bread with cookie butter in the middle.
Yeah.
And the same developer was making Legend of Korra. It has to be good. Plus, seasons 3 and 4 have redeemed the series for me. Can life get any better? When I jumped in and started doing combos, it was lovely. Then learned how to do counters after the AI kicked my butt. Oh, get wrecked, son! Get wrecked! No! Oh! I was enjoying myself because I was overcoming the challenge. When you first start, they ease you in, and then all of a sudden it's like your mom took off the training wheels off your bike in the middle of you getting your first lesson. Enemies start ganging up on you, shooting projectiles and doing attacks from the air. Bosses also took a few times to master, you know, like the old school keep trying until you get good. At first I was excited for the new enemies, but then I started to realize that this game is just the same thing over and over and over again. This game screams budget title. I should have been skeptical with the $15 price tag, or that Bayonetta 2 was right around the corner. It's like Nickelodeon just handed Platinum whatever change was in their pocket and said, you know what, make it at least playable. It feels like a TV movie game. Just long hallways with the same enemies to mow through with no point. If I just wanted to grind on tons of enemies without story, I would just play an MMO. Remember when I was so excited with the counters? Well, that went away as soon as I did the same counter animation 100 more times. It's the same moves for many of the counters, and the animations don't even change when you switch elements. You can also explore these endless hallways of stale enemies to find chests that basically give you more spirit energy to purchase needed upgrades. But along the way, you have to do platforming. Yes, that's right, the avatar can't climb a ledge. These enemies can jump from the sky, but I have to do platforming? I'm the avatar! I just defeated this! But here I'm defeated by a stupid ledge?
Oh, of course.
Are you serious? I died from that? Even the boss fights have the same character models with a little paint job. Oh look, it's a Big Daddy from BioShock. Oh look, there it is again. Oh, there it is again. Oh. Not to mention that you get all your avatar power stripped away. The one thing that makes being able to play the avatar so appealing. This is just as painful as watching the last few seasons of Heroes. You're just waiting for Homeboy to get his powers back. This is straight up cookie cutter TV movie action game. Everything is just mediocre, including the way the story was presented. The voice acting, oh.
Bring it on! I've had enough of outsiders busting in and ruining my home.
But, there was one thing that I really enjoyed about this game that might have redeemed a little bit of it. The last boss fight, it seems like Platinum Games went all out. It's like they went lazy all the way, and then the last boss fight, boom, hard as balls of steel. And once conquered, you are left satisfied with just Azor's wrath taste in your mouth. Oh yes, I wish the rest of the game was like that. It wasn't perfect, but it did leave a smile on my face. Let me be clear, Korra is not a bad game. It just lacks originality. It just pains me that it could have been a beautiful game. There's no way they had enough time to put enough love and nourishment and attention that it needed. I just thought this game was gonna be over the top, Force Unleashed crazy bending, like crazy action. You know, we finally get a Lord of the Rings game that was good. We finally get an Aliens game that's really good. You know, perfect, good, enjoyable games. The last two I reviewed, and it feels like the world is trying to balance itself now. There's no way you can like 3 games in a row, Matt. No, the Avatar must restore balance.